I'm Batman. Just kidding. Jeremy, PLA station. How goes it? As you can tell, we are still down, but not out. I still have another 3D printer I can use. So I have my OG Kobra Neo sitting over there. I got an idea. Like I said, we're down, but we're not quite out. I can get this all the way down through the hot end. When everything's put together, sidetrack. Hold on, time out. I don't know how superheroes can do this. I can't see crap out of this thing. Like if it's not directly in front of my peepers, my little eyeballs, I can't see. I've got a light right here. I've hit my head on. I've broke it once already. I don't know how they do this. Like maybe if it was like directly against my face, I could see. But anyways, I digress. There we go. I'll just hold it against my head. All right, I get it. I can see now. So I can get filament through here. I think. I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it the old college try, even though I never went to college. I'm going to leave the cutter out. I don't need that in there. And that's just one more thing that could possibly, it could accidentally bump up against it for whatever reason and cut it. And then I got to figure everything out again. So I'm going to try and run some filament through, get the hot end hot, run some filament through, and see if I can push some through and get it to extrude. If so, we're back in business until they send me a whole new module. Also, update. They're not only sending me a new build plate and hot end. I'm afraid the hot end, it's not damaged, but scraping against the build plate the way it did can't be good for it. So they're sending a build plate, a hot end, and a whole new module. After my last video, they reached out, asked me to send a short video or picture showing what was wrong, and I had a video, a little short 13-second video showing the red piece of filament that was stuck in here, and they explained to them in detail what it was doing. So they just said they were going to send a whole new module. So who knows when that's going to get here. I keep checking the tracking and it just says it's on its way. It doesn't say exactly where. I don't even know if it's in the States yet. So if I can get this bad boy up and going and only use one color filament, I'm fine with that. I want to make a helmet really bad. So I don't care about multicolor. I can post-process nonsense as long as I can get something. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, so I got it all cleaned up for the most part. Doesn't look too bad. Got my remote controller hands back there. Again, man, I don't know. Ooh, the color. This is the only color changing filament I've been able to actually get to look good. I've got this star. I mean, I guess it looks all right. Sorry about my spotlight flashlight. I'm not exactly equipped to be a professional YouTuber yet. But yeah, this is the star thing. I guess I should put it in front of the camera. This is the star thing my daughter wants. This one's mine because it came out perfect. I know. I should give it to her. But I'm selfish. So I don't make many things good. So what I was talking about, actually I can leave this on. But like this is, let me get my flash, my spotlight out. Whoops. So this is color changing, but it didn't change the way it was supposed to here. It's like got line. You can see the lines in it. It's got lines. It's supposed to go from green to purple, kind of like, you know, the other thing I just showed you. It's supposed to go from one color to another as you turn it, and that doesn't. I haven't had a multicolor print come out that does that since that Skull Warrior. But anyways, I digress. So yeah, let's get over here. I can show you my old school printer and how I have some OW3D, or no, OVV3D, Ovid filament. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. I have some Ovid 3D filament. I've got 2 unopened sample packs left. So let's shine a light on this bad boy. I got my favorite one, purple and blue. So there's the blue, there's the pink. That's my favorite. And then I have this other one that is also pink, blue. Oh, there's green in there. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. PLA Shiny Silk. What are the colors? It's alright. I guess I don't need the oh. Oops. Alright, I found the colors. This one is red, blue, and green. I don't need that fog light anymore. This one is just red, yellow, and blue. I think I'm going to save the red, blue, and green. I like that one. And I'll use this one. So, for everyone listening, let's do everyone's favorite part here. Get my... Let me know, are you a stabber, or do you like to cut the edges and just... I'm a stabber, man. I just go for it. Let's see if we can hear it. Oh, isn't that nice? That is just wonderful. You can't really see in there. I have a purple green in there right now, I think. So I'll show you old school how I used to have to, not used to, how I still have to do it. So you definitely don't want, gosh, the lighting in here sucks. Hold on one second. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I moved my light over. I don't need it over my Kobra 3 Max anymore right now. So you never want to use it crinkled like that. I'm sure whoever's watching this knows this already. But in case someone happens to stumble across this, I always cut it off at an angle. So there's a little bit of a tip, a little bit of a point. So that way it feeds through better. Now, here, let's... Woo! I didn't mean to go 3x. Back up, cowboy. Alright. I don't need this black in here, so I'll pull this out. For right meow. Set that there. And let's feed this bad boy through. Up and around. Remember, I told you I like to have a piece of paper under to catch the filament. I don't know why. It's a build plate. It's meant for it, but you want to straighten it too, if you can. I kind of just bend it straight the opposite direction against my fingers. So now I'm going to go in. Oh, my hand's in the way. I'm going to pull this right here back so I can get that filament in there, and then I kind of just feed it down push it through, push a few millimeters worth in, and then kind of just let it hang out for a minute and let it ooze, because it's going to dribble. I mean, this one will. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. I don't need it to be that high anymore now that I got it in there. Turn it down to 215 or so. But yeah, it's going to dribble. So I can set that out. I can't believe I knocked everything over. Such a klutz. That there. Oh well, alright, good enough. So yeah, yep, see, there it goes. Another dribble. I knew it was gonna dribble some more. That should be about it. It'll dribble a little bit more, but not like that. So now I can just toss that off to the side. Take care of my trash. Alright, so I'm gonna go on here and just start a print. I don't know, front panel, top, leg, vase, finger. Crochet. We'll do the crochet middle finger. We'll start that. I like to just throw something on there to see. Whoops! It did ooze a little bit. That's cool. I don't know what's going on, but I should. Ow, son of a gun! Don't grab hot filament. Bad idea. Okay. Well. Cool. Failure in real time. Holy cow! I burnt my finger. Don't try and catch hot filament. So, let's just do, I'm gonna let this bad boy do, actually, so, the thing with these old school printers is, let me show you here. Let me go down. Let me, zoom in. Okay, the thing with these old school printers, you gotta manually figure out the Z offset. You know what? Let me use my little pointer over here. You have to manually set the Z offset. I don't know what just happened. I haven't used this in a few weeks, so I'm gonna get it re-leveled. I gotta remember this number. 1.720 millimeters. So that's how high it's negative. So it sets at 0. So let's go level, whoops, leveling, auto leveling. So we're gonna let it auto level. And it's gonna do its thing. I have to remember that 1.270 because, and it's negative. So what that means is at 0, it's 1 millimeter point 270 too high. So after this auto levels and does its whole rigmarole and whatnot, it's gonna be too high. So I'm gonna go back to that number 1.270 and just drop it right down to there, and I will throw another random print on and let it start doing its thing, and I will go to that 270 and adjust it from there. So I can raise it, I can lower it by points of a millimeter, 0.100 of a millimeter. I don't know. I wasn't good at math, so I don't know what that second half of that number is. If you feel free to let me know. But yeah, so this is gonna take a little bit. It's so slow. So while it's doing that, I will get some other stuff taken care of. So I'll be back. Right here you can see Z offset is 0. So I want to go to that. It was negative 1.270. So, oh, that's 260. That's 280. Maybe I'm wrong. So, let's zoom out. Let's get over here. Let's get this bad boy up, turned up. Get this bed to 60. Okay, so we're up to temp for the most part, so let's get down here. Where is that? Crochet middle finger. I'm picking this because it has a little base. What the fudge? Holy smoke. Is there something in there that's stuck? Okay, wow. That Z offset is way bad. So, let's stop that. Alright, well, it's going to have to run another auto leveling because I don't know what's going on with this thing. Maybe it's just seen its final day. I don't know. So I'm going to let it auto level and come check on it again when it's done. And I guess we'll see then because something's way off on this thing. So, alright, we'll be back. Alrighty then, we're back. As you can see, we are up and running again. You can see off camera over there a little bit. My great idea I thought for sure would work, for sure didn't work. So, I'm going to have to wait until they send me the module to get that back up and running. So, I figured this bad boy out. I just needed to do an auto level one more time, and I have the Z offset at the correct height, and we're off to the races. I have one of these stars printing, one of these cool little guys. So, about dual color, tricolor filaments, like the one I'm using. I have a green and purple in there. That's what these are made out of. This, like, 4 color thing is the only thing I've had come out like it's supposed to. This Deadpool bust is second. It's kind of black on one side, kind of red on the other. But, I mean, it's also hit and miss. There's, like, it's got the lines that these have in it. So, with that being said, it dawned on me yesterday, or this morning actually, when I checked on this, and I seen that this cool blue, pink, and yellow filament that's supposed to be like, ooh, pretty, this tricolor, is turning out just a blended, not cool looking mess. I don't know if you know this or not. If you're like me and you get into 3D printing and you just start winging it, you're going to have a lot of issues. One of them is things like that. Filament comes with its own set of instructions. I never really paid any attention to that. I was just like, oh, PLA prints from 190 to 220. Cool. I'll set it at 110 and go from there. And as far as bed temperature, I set it at 60 all the time, no matter what. If stuff comes loose, throw a little glue on there, bada boom, bada bang. Now, I want to show you something. Look at how pretty that is. It's like a, not that pretty. So, if you look at this filament, it says print temperature 190 to 220. Hotbed temperature 0 to 60, okay. Printing speed. It gives you the speed to print at. Fan on. Like the most important thing you need. So, I need to make another one of these stars anyway. So when this one's done, which it might be done before I have to go to bed. So if it's done before I have to go to bed, I'm going to put the SD card back in and fix the speed on this. And I'm going to do, it says 25 to 45. So I'll do somewhere between 25 and 45. I am very impatient. Very impatient. So 3D printing for me, we clash. We clash a lot because I just want things to be done fast. You know what they say? Haste makes waste. So I'm going to, when this is done, get on and readjust some settings on here. And we're going to get this bad boy to print at, I really want to set it at 45 just because the slower you set it, the longer it's going to take. But maybe I'll set it at 30. Just kind of go in between. And we'll see what happens. It's going to take this thing forever. But maybe I'll actually get the filament to turn out right. So, lesson of the day. If you get a new fancy filament, if you're having issues with it printing right, all you got to do is look on it. It tells you what you need to know. Little helpful hint. Read the filament. With that being said, you've seen what it looked like. It's almost done. So I wish I could be sitting here talking about whatever cool prints I got on the Kobra 3 Max, but unfortunately, it's going to have to wait. But we got this going, so keep checking in. I appreciate you watching. If you stayed till this long, you're a trooper. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. So, thank you. Jeremy, PLA station. Come back soon.